Hey, it's Robert from Highman ZXC. I'm just staying in a hotel in Austin, Texas. Hopefully soon the power will be back on it, my real location. So until then, I'm gonna have to make with do with being near the domain. It's not bad, but just really sometimes I wish the domain didn't really exist that much, as it's like become like a separate city. And Austin's just so overcrowded. This thing opened up around 2007. It was being built since 2005. This used to be IBM headquarters, I think, and it was less obstructive. And this mall is just a bit too expensive for my taste, but at least it's good for the economy. So in any case, I'm at home 2. Yeah, that's what it says, home 2. Suite by Hilton. I got some San Antonio stations today. One person didn't quite understand the purpose of the Magic 105.3 video, that you can get Magic 105.3 and 107.5 KVVH, I'll just call it KXTN, and KROM out of San Antonio, because they're on that special tower in southeast San Antonio, because they're away from that wall. It doesn't have anything to do with the weather condition. Well, somewhat, because, I notice Magic 105.3 does like it when it's cloudy. I do admit that, but it comes in so extremely frequent that it might as well be considered a local station, and my dog does not like it here. He didn't do very well in Houston either, or Woodlands. So yeah, I was just trying to show an example that we do not need a translator on 105.3. Hopefully some of the people that wanted to hear Magic 105.3 besides me back in Austin are happy, but maybe by now they've given up and they don't even know that Magic 105.3 is free right now. But yeah, it's not just tropospheric ducting that's getting it in. It comes in so well. I've had Magic 105.3 on my presets since the 1990s. That's how good it comes in. It might as well be a local station. 107.5 KXTN always wanted a 200-mile radius coverage. I read that on radioemporium.com, where I got a lot of my air checks. Yeah, it's kind of a defunct website. This is what happens when you have a wild, crazy dog. He wants to get out. So in any case, KXTN 107.5 wanted to cover 200 miles, I read on Radio Emporium. I've come up with a plan with my cousin-in-law that, yeah, you just stick a 1900-foot stick and you run it like 100 to 130,000 watts, and you can cover a bunch of cities. I mean, 97.5 already made it to the Woodlands, can make it to Austin, can make it to Bryan. Why not just make that your protected contour? Be like AM. If AM's allowed to go like 200, 300 miles, FM should be allowed to have that same privilege. Sorry, there's that word again, as Bolstrack would say. Yeah, if AM's allowed to cover a long mile, FM should be able to match it with a better sound quality. Yeah, imagine FM with that great sound quality covering the same amount of miles that AM does. Just imagine the possibilities. We wouldn't need all these pointless, weak, non-existent translators that that shouldn't even exist in the first place. These things started corrupting the dial around 2005, 2006, and then went into complete insanity around 2015, 2016 during the woke era. Well, in any case, yeah, it's just virtue signaling mainly, and people are trying to justify these fake translators and low powers existence. Heck, low powers are a lot more acceptable than translators, in my opinion. So in any case, I'm just at, I guess, home 2. It's I'll just call it a Hilton. It's across the street from the domain. It's not too bad, but it's hard to sleep. As you can see, I have some snorers here that I have to sleep right next to, and it makes it hard to sleep sometimes. And the dog can be kind of annoying sometimes too. Well, I'll talk to you guys later. It's nice to get some San Antonio sessions like I'm supposed to. All they need to do is get away from that wall. They need to move from the north. Those San Antonio stations need to move from the northwest side of San Antonio to the east side of San Antonio. They need to get away from that wall. There's a wall in San Antonio and it stops the signals from coming in. All right. Bye. This video is getting way too long. You guys have a great cold afternoon.